Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. I did it again. What I figured out is that I put this off for too long. It is now 4:30 p.m. and I do not feel like doing it. But I've made a commitment. I'm going to do it every day. Even if it's not live, it's going to be a piece of content. So I'm glad I'm here talking to you today. I'm glad you were listening. You know, not a lot of people obviously listen to this, but just for those of you who do, I do appreciate it, because, you know, anyone who does listen, like taking the time to actually listen to what I have to say, taking the advice I share. You know, there are a lot of other fitness people out there. I try and make mine as real as possible, you know, not sharing with you BS information, like giving you actual real advice that can be used. That's not, you know, pseudoscience. It's not trying to trick you in or anything. It's not trying to make you buy any supplement, any special pill, powder, or anything like that. I mean, obviously I do try and sell you my coaching because I know I can help you, but I'm not trying to like ruse you into it. Everything you use, like my coaching, is an additional benefit. Anything that you take from this podcast, anything that I'm teaching you, you can go and apply for free and get results. I just offer to help accelerate those results with doing the coaching, which is why I offer it. But apart from that, like just you actually taking the time to listen to this, my rambling, my thoughts, what I consider being right/wrong, and you taking the time to listen to it, just be like, okay, I'm going to listen to what he has to say, because I get messages from you guys through Instagram, through Facebook saying, hey, I follow what you taught and I've done this, or I've achieved this, or I've got this, and I'm like, wow, like it's actually making a difference. Like I'm actually helping people, and it's just a really good feeling inside to know what I'm doing is actually making a difference. Like I don't always hear about it. Sometimes it goes quiet for a couple of weeks and I don't hear anyone say anything, but then I'll get a message and it makes me want to keep going, because my biggest thing is like, I want to make sure that what I'm teaching, I know it's working, but people are actually listening, because it can get very demoralizing when you do the same thing over and over again. I know you can do the exact same with your health and fitness and you don't see big changes. You know, it's going to take time, but then all of a sudden someone goes, hey, it looks like you're losing weight, and you're like, oh, actually, I guess I am losing weight. And it's not until somebody else notices and makes a comment, I hope that kettle's not too loud, not until somebody else notices and makes a comment that you actually go, oh, well, yeah, I guess I am. And it's the same thing with me. Like, you know, I know that what the work that I'm putting in is going to pay off, but it's just good to have that reminder when someone says something. So I do appreciate you listening. But today's topic is not about that. It is about warming up in the gym and how to avoid injuries. Because the last thing I want you to do is get an injury in the gym. You go to the gym to be fit, to be healthy, to lose weight, to improve athletic performance, to be able to chase after your kids. Whatever your goal is, you go to the gym for a reason. One of those reasons is not to injure yourself. You do not go to the gym to hurt yourself. That would be pretty crazy if you did. And in saying that, a lot of people do things that are risking their health, that are risking injury, that are, how do you say, like, they're doing the wrong things but they aren't aware of it. And when you're doing the wrong things and you're risking your health, you're going against what you want to do. And what I'm trying to say here is, when you go into the gym, you should be performing exercises that are going to help you get fit, healthy, lose fat, obviously. And you should also be preparing your body for the exercise to come. Because your body is not on as soon as you walk in the gym. As soon as you walk in the gym, your body doesn't know that all of a sudden you're going to be handling weights, and you're going to be handling heavy weights, and you're going to be doing a certain exercise. And that's why warming up is so important. So what happens when you warm up, you're actually priming your body to get ready for the workout. So if you're going to squat, you should never go in and use the heaviest weight you can straight away. Because what that's going to do is, number one, your muscles aren't going to be firing correctly, which means you're not going to be as strong as you could be, because you're pretty much shocking your body. Like, your body's like, what the hell, where did this come from? And you're not going to be strong enough because not all the muscles are going to be turned on. Number two, because your body is not prepared, you can be risking injury. Like, your body is not ready to have that much weight put on it. And I've seen so many people walk in, chuck, especially on the bench press. Guys think they can just walk up straight to the bench press, put 100 kilos on, and go bench for reps. And you might be okay with that today. You might be okay with that tomorrow. Maybe in a week, maybe even a year. But you are really putting wear and tear on your body a lot quicker than what it needs to be. And you're like, every time you go in the gym to do that, you're dealing with the devil. You're getting very close to injury, because, like I said, your body is not primed. It's not ready to lift that heavy weight. So if you chuck it straight on the bar, you are risking like a cold muscle, like snapping, breaking. Like, you're risking muscle damage. You're risking a torn pec. You're risking a torn rotator cuff, a shoulder impingement, a dislocation of the shoulder when you're doing the bench press. So many things you're risking just because you want to be a bro, or a bro woman. What is that called? A broman? No, I don't know what it's called. But you're like, you're risking your health because you want to try and lift as fast and as heavy as possible without any warm technique. And that is like, you are setting yourself up for disaster if you do that. So the first thing I want you to think about is, like, when you come into the gym, whatever exercise you're going to do, you want to have a warm-up set, okay? So let's say today you're going to do upper body. So the first exercise you're going to do, you need to warm up before that exercise. So if you're going to start with the bench press, let's say you do bench 100 kilos. You would bench press the bar. You would bench press 60 kilos. You would bench press 80 kilos. Then you would do your working set, which is your 100 kilos. So you would do 3 warm-up sets before your actual set. This way, it's going to help get the muscles warmed up. It's going to get the blood flow to the muscle. It's going to prepare you for the lift, and it's going to make you stronger, because all of your muscles are now going to be switched on, and they're not going to be they're going to be primed for already what's to come. They're getting used to the movement. So the same would come for the row. If you were doing upper body, you would do chest first, and you would do back. So if you're going to do the bent over row, again, you would use the bar, 40 kilos, and then maybe you'd row at 60, whatever it's going to be. And when you do a warm-up set, you're preparing your muscles, you're getting blood flow going, you're reducing your risk of injury, and then you can continue on with the rest of your workout without having to warm up for other exercise. So it's only at the very start of the muscle group you're training. So let's say you're going to do upper body. Your first main movement is the bent over row, and then your second main movement is the bench press. Then you've got, let's say, seated chest press, and let's say seated row, whatever they're going to be, any accessory movements. You don't have to warm up for those. You only have to warm the body up for the start of the exercise. So if you're like, your whole upper body workout program, as long as you warm up one exercise for the chest, one exercise for the back, and let's say one exercise, the shoulder wouldn't need it to warm up, but that's what you would want. And the same thing for the lower body. You would warm up an exercise for the squat. You would do some warm-up sets before you would do your first working set for the squat, and then you're good to go. But you should always be doing a warm-up set, because the more time it takes to warm up, which is only a few minutes, you are saving yourself injury down the road. You are saving yourself from torn muscles. You are saving yourself from not being strong enough. You are saving yourself for a whole bunch of trouble simply because you take an extra 2 minutes to warm up. It doesn't take a lot of time. You do a warm-up set. You do the bar for 5 reps. You do 60 for 5 reps. You do 80 for 3 reps. Then you do your first set. Your warm-up set should be quick. Your warm-up set should be easy. It should be nothing taxing. You should not feel fatigued from a warm-up set. And the warm-up set should be done very, very quickly, enough just to get the body and the blood flow moving. And you do not want to go over your reps. So let's say if you're going to bench press 100 for 10, which is very impressive, you would not go over 10 reps for your warm-up set. If you were doing 5 reps, you wouldn't go over 5 reps for your warm-up set. Whatever the work set requires, which means, like, if you're benching 100 kilos and you need to do it for 10 reps, you would not go over about 5 or 6 reps, okay? So you want to keep it minimum so you don't fatigue yourself before the actual working set, but you still get enough blood flow through the body. So doing it in that way is preventing injury, it's helping you get warmed up, it's getting you ready for the big lift, and your body is going to be ready and primed to go when it's time to lift that heavy weight. Okay? Because the only reason I want to bring this up is because I just see so many guys walk in and they do it. And I just sit there and I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Like, you are risking getting hurt. You are risking getting really hurt simply because you want to try and get in and get out as fast as possible. I know you're short on time. I know you want to do it as fast as possible, but I guarantee you this is not the way to do it. You do not need, honestly, it's an extra 1 to 3 minutes. Take that time to prevent future injury. If you have to skip out on an exercise or you have to reduce the amount of work that you're doing just because you need to warm up because you're going to be reducing your chance of injury, it's well worth it, okay? So don't copy all the other people in the gym who just go straight onto the bar. Put some weights on, do a few warm-up sets, 1 to 3, it's up to you, then get ready to lift those heavy weights. So I hope that was helpful, and once again, I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me talk, to take my fitness advice, to go and apply it, and to get results, because I guarantee you, if you follow what I say, you will get results. Now, if you haven't, and you want to get results from me for free, go to tysonbrown.com.au/bundle and download your free workout program. It's 6 weeks worth of cardio, 6 weeks worth of, well, not 6 weeks worth of cardio. It's a 6-week workout program that's got cardio and workouts in there, the weight training, whether it be 3 days or 4 days, entirely up to you. It's got a 40 tips on intermittent fasting and how to make it effortless. And it's also got a free 20 recipe guide for any meal of the day to help high in protein, to help hit your macros and to help you lose stubborn fat. So that's at tysonbrown.com.au/bundle. Thank you, and I'll speak to you next time. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got 2 different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide are designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're going to help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.